Today is February 9th, 2022, and I'm here with my patient Jeff. How did this all begin?
It began with a conflict between friends, a conflict that steadily increased until it broke out into pain, wars, and sufferings, a conflict that ended a friendship.
Why do any of this? Why?
Because I wanted to. I wanted them to know that they stood no chance against us.
How many were you?
We were 12 people, including one leader, 2 sub-leaders, and 9 soldiers. Most of us were very young, some were as young as 7 years old.
What's this all for?
It was the proof point, the point that we were stronger, more intelligent, and more savage than them.
How did this evolve to this point?
To do that, we have to start at the very beginning. So, me and my group steadily waited for war, but nothing happened. So, we decided that if no one's gonna make the move, then we should. So, we began marching towards the basketballers, but halfway to the basketballers, we got ambushed by the swamp. The swamp was positioned fairly close to the basketballers, so it was very likely that we would get ambushed. But we didn't care. We wanted blood. We wanted suffering. We wanted them dead. So what do we do? Well, we kinda just, crushed as many of them as possible with our sticks, with metal, our rocks. We even kidnapped one of them. Don't tell the CIA or anything. We were kids. Nothing bad happened. I promise. Don't look into the story more. But let's say if something were to happen to a person, like let's say torture happened, and it didn't. I promise. Then it would be a leverage. So we kinda extorted the swamps, basically get out of the war prematurely, and basically just, I guess, be neutral. And they actually accepted it. They accepted the offer. So we gave back their, I guess, sub-captain, is probably the best word, in effect, that we got to be there. Like, we got more land to walk on. Basically, we got more places to basically just build up and prepare for the bigger war. The bigger war against the basketballers.
So you started an all-out assault against the so-called basketballers, and then you captured their captain.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg.
Jeff.
Oh, sorry. Let me get back to it. So, me, my friend, and the rest of the Anakins strategically started placing us around the border of the basketballers, which is starting to make small bases. And we kind of did that for a long time. Like, it lasted at least a couple weeks before, well, we had set up everything. And the basketballers, they were scared, to say the least. They didn't really think that we were gonna do anything, just because the amount of space we had to actually cover to be able to even take them out. But they didn't realize that we still had some spies in the base. Spies that gave us more intel, more leverage in the end. Because when we were finally done with preparing, we waged a full-out assault against them. We didn't hold back. We were out for blood, you could say. And I was probably the most fierce out of them all, because I was unhinged. I didn't see any gain from it, except suffering, pain, and breaking their spirits, breaking their dreams, breaking everything they had, basically just killing everything they have. Not literally. If that happened, then I would probably be in prison now. But I wanted them gone entirely, because they were the biggest threat we actually had. That's why this war was so important, because if we won, then the biggest threat of the entire civilization would be gone, and we would be able to take their place. So, how did the war go? Well, we, the Anakins, stormed down from the upper road to get to the basketballers. Some stayed back up, be able to basically just act like archers and just fight them off from there. But most of us ran down there with our sticks, stones, metals, and everything we could get a hold of, and just went to full fucking assault. We left no one, literally. Most of them got pretty severely hurt, or really hurt. Like, some got smaller damages, but most of them got so severe damages that one actually had to I think it was, he had an open wound on his hands, and his finger was kind of cut open. Like, yeah, it was bad. It was real bad. Some even got their eyes poked, like with sticks and shit, so they couldn't even see for at least a couple minutes. And we took advantage of that because we didn't care if they fucking screamed or cried, and neither did the teachers, because they couldn't hear anything. Because the teachers, they, how can I say this, really didn't care, because they only were like one part of the school. But the thing is though, it sounds very easy once I put it like this, but in reality, the war was pretty harsh on both sides. We, the Anakins, lost a shit ton of people. A lot of us got kind of hurt because we hadn't anticipated that the basketballers had a kind of plan. They had the basketballs and footballs. They filled the basketballs with water to make it heavier. They started throwing at us, causing some, how do I say it? Some got fucking just rushed almost, just because the amount of water inside the balls. I'll take that out of context. But if I remember correctly, there was one person that got severely hurt by one of these balls. He broke his, like, I think it's like kneebone or something. He broke that, and to say that was the end of the war kind of was a little understatement.
So you guys just made all out of salt to capture the captain.
Well, capturing the captain wasn't our main objective. It was more of a last resort kind of thing if things didn't go as planned, and it spiraled out of control very quickly. So we didn't have a choice but to kidnap Captain to use as leverage.
You come up with the idea of capturing him, or was this just accidental?
It was more a group idea to have the backup plan be to capture and torture the captain until we got what we wanted.
But then you would torture that captain every day.
Yes, until we got what we wanted. And what we wanted was for them to disband their country and give us 25% of all their things.
Did you enjoy it?
To an extent, yes. Yes, I did.
Did you have any regrets about this?
No. I don't have a single regret. As they say in the business, war is war.
What's this all for?
To gain power, to make them fear us, grow stronger, to take over. Basically just destruction.